Hey, how are you? I hope you're doing very well this evening. And before I want to talk what I want to talk about, I want to start by making a plea for you to go ahead and consider hitting that subscribe button and that notification bell so you're kept up to date with these commentaries. We are living on borrowed times economically, and the time is now for radical changes in our economy. Now, I have always been receptive to the idea of a general strike where workers get off the jobs and strike for better conditions. Believe it or not, even though the United States is the epitome of capitalism, the movement for for things like the 8-hour workday, the first general strike really took place on May 1st, 1886, here in America, where over 100,000 people walk off the jobs in protest in favor of the 8-hour workday, something that was considered a radical in the late 19th century that we take for granted today. And, look in France. Anytime a country like France, center right government or center left government for that matter, if they go and push austerity, any kind of austerity, the people come out there, the trade unionists, the factory workers, the people that work in the public sector. I mean, the people in solidarity walk off their jobs, and they're like, "No, you can't do this to us." And the government's like, "Okay, okay, you win. Okay, we'll go and see what we can do. Please, just whatever you do, leave us alone." And that's the way it is in places like France. In France, the government's scared of the people, but we Americans are scared of our government. It's time for them to be scared of us. And I kind of think that we have a disguised general strike right now. And what I mean by disguised general strike is it's not like the people who are doing this right now are, consciously engaging in a general strike, but it kind of acts as one, and I am kind of encouraged by this. What am I talking about? Somebody says. Well, look at what's going on with jobs. There's a lot of jobs that are like, I can't get people to come back to work. I can't get people to come back to work. Oh, well, what's the matter? Well, they're making more while they're unemployment than they are working for us. And thing about it is it's not difficult. You want people to return back to work, make it more profitable to work than to be on unemployment. Same thing with welfare. You want to do something about welfare, make it more profitable to go and work for a living than to be on welfare. It's very simple. It's not rocket science at all. You raise the wages, make it desirable for people to want to come back to work. That's what you do. No, you're making $600 a week like you did last year, or $300 a week, and you're bringing home after taxes and everything $220 a week for what? To have an asshole boss bark orders at you all day long, making your life miserable, and then you're treated like crap. Yeah, I don't blame people for being on unemployment. No problem at all. None whatsoever. But you got people like Mitch McConnell, and I always like to take an opportunity to mock this man. I'm Mitch McConnell. I'm an asshole. That guy. He always vote for pay raises for himself, but against raising people's wages. And he's one of the people that bitches about, well, these people making war were not working, and they were while they were working. And I say, good, more power to them. More power to them. If it upsets the corporatists in this country, the people that make lives miserable for the people, it makes the powers that be angry, that's fine. But you know what? Maybe we raise these wages, things will be different. And I'm so tired of the same argument. Well, people, you got kids that go and oh, you got kids that they're there. We can't sit there and just give kids in high school $15 an hour. You know, yes, you can, and they're not just kids working flipping burgers. You have people in this industry that they're trying to make ends meet, and they're working full time. They should be making a living wage. So should I don't care if high school or college kids are making a living wage. Everybody should make a living wage. Everyone. And maybe what we need to do when I hear people say, "How can we afford $15 an hour?" Well, maybe if we at one time when a CEO made 10, 20, or 30 times more than the lowest paid worker, at that time I didn't have a problem with it. But when they're making 100, 300, 500, or 700 times more than the average employee, that's our money. That is our money. And, I have no trouble with people demanding to take that away from them, because that's our money. That's not theirs. Employment, when, and quote unquote living it up and not working, then for them to have to suffer under work and everything. And be treated like a like a slave, just about. You know, to have bosses and supervisors bark orders all day at these people, and then they get be paid substandard wages. Let's do something about that. So I am glad we having a general strike, and that's what it is. It's a general. It's not the general strike that I will find ideal. Oh, I will find it ideal to walk off the jobs all around the country to bring the corporations and the government down to its knees and listen to us. But I settle for this because they're going to have to raise the wages, and if they don't, there are going to be people refusing to go back to work, and so be it. Just let it be. If you like what you heard, press like and comment. If you were triggered, well, that's fine. Comment anyway. We'll have a conversation. As the First Amendment absolutist, it's my duty to inform you to create your own platform and utilize it because we're the muckrakers of our time. Feel free to share the content on this channel. And, of course, hit that subscribe button, that notification bell, so you're kept up to date with what I have to say. And until next time, I am American Social Democracy. Peace. Class struggle yesterday, class struggle today, class struggle tomorrow, and class struggle until we achieve full economic and social justice for all.